my fellow humans, welcome back to another daily dice where we ask the dice for a message and find out what that is. I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this ever-growing tribe. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and this space with you. And for those of you that are new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we are all here sharing this human experience and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. And with that being said, let's go ahead and hop to it and find out what is your daily dice message today in regards to love. So, Source, what is the daily dice message in regards to love? What messages do you have for us today? What would you like us to know? What is today's daily dice message in regards to love? Fourth house, the sun, and we've got Capricorn energy. Interesting here. There's been a lot of feeling this energy of blockage in regards to love and not knowing what's coming next. And they want you to really just be yourself at this time, right? Love will find you. 111 on the clock. Love will find you. Love always finds a way. That's what I just heard. But love will find you, okay? Will come to you when you're ready for it. Not a moment before and not a moment after. And when you're ready for it is not saying when you think you're ready for it. It's when you're energetically ready for it. And sometimes that's kind of the confusion, right? Like, how will I know when I'm energetically ready for it? And it's not something that you're going to know. It's just something that's going to be happening on a very energetic level. And so you're going to be calling in the person that's for you here. There's this energy coming through where they really want you to take things slow and steady with everyone that you meet, whether that is a family member, whether that is friends, whether that is a love interest, whether that's coworkers. Like, we're not here just trying to spew out our lives experience to strangers or to people and we don't really know that well. And so in regards to love, they really think this healing is coming from, I really feel like this healing is coming from a place of slowing yourself down and step by step letting people get to know you, like letting people ask you questions, like letting people actually allow you to open up, not just like, oh my gosh, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me, you know, word vomit that we sometimes do on the journey because we get so excited to talk to another person, we get so excited to talk to someone that we maybe click with, we just overshare without recognizing or realizing what we're doing. And that happens, and that's okay, and there's no need to judge yourself for that, but they're showing here that the healing comes from really allowing yourself to nurture a relationship, to nurture yourself as well. Because when you're just throwing yourself willy-nilly into a relationship, you lose a part of yourself because you're trying to be the person that this person wants, needs, or wishes for, rather than showing up as yourself. And they really want you to be standing firm in your identity and in your authenticity when you show up, knowing that this is who I am. And I'm not going to change for anyone. And we can say that, but we might act differently. And so this is saying to come into alignment with the words that you're speaking. We really have to energetically shift internally. And when we shift internally, they're saying here that you can really build something that is, it's a structure, it's a bond, and it's something that won't just fall apart because you've taken the time, the ambition, and the recognition of honoring someone else as they honor you and not rushing in and then when things fall apart wondering why the heck did things fall apart. You're recognizing right off the bat through your gift of discernment, your intuition, and this slow motion. I keep hearing slow motion for me, move it slow motion for me. Oh, I like it like that. She working that back. I don't know how to act slow motion. Like, people don't know how to act slow motion. They don't. Everybody wants to rush in. You know, it takes 9 months to create a baby, but everybody wants to get married in a week and a half, you know, and they're just saying, just take your time. Just let things unfold here and just keep showing up as yourself, because the more you show up as yourself, the more you're going to attract the people who are meant to be in your life, rather than wondering why people are leaving you out in the cold, or why people are betraying you, or why people are hurting you, you know? And that's what they really want you to focus on. Yeah, we have house 4 on the bottom. cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. This is where you're really going to lean into that place of finding peace and comfort for the journey. This is a huge transformation for you. This is something they're asking you to be conscious of, to be aware of. Where do you maybe overshare, or where do you maybe put so much of yourself out there when you don't need to, right? Like it just calls for something simple this time, or something very succinct, rather than just giving up a whole bunch of yourself. And it's not being secretive, right? It's not being secretive, but it's allowing someone the opportunity to show up as they are when it comes to love. Fire, we have Aries, Leo, Sag, confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. Yeah, they want you to be confident with you being you. You don't have to be afraid of who you are anymore, right? And it's not that you are, but I feel like in a time there was a point where you were very much afraid of who you were meant to be or who you were becoming. And you thought that maybe that was a turnoff for people, like why people weren't asking you to be in their lives, or why people were running from you, right? And that was source saving you from really shady situations. We have love makes a difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. And that's what they want here. They want you to see a foundation in your self-worth, and seeing a foundation in your self-worth helps you to open up to, it's okay to take things slow. Like it doesn't matter how old you are, whether you're 20 or whether you're 90. It doesn't matter if you take a year to get to know someone before you commit. That's scary though, because not very many people actually go that route anymore, because everybody's rushing to get involved with one another. And you don't even know a person before you get involved with them. You don't even know if they're emotionally available or not before you get involved with them. And then you find out somewhere along the way and you end up getting emotionally hurt, or you end up with baggage because you haven't allowed yourself sufficient time to get to know someone. And so it does feel like here there's someone that's coming in. Look, I can't make this up on the bottom. Spend quality time. Listen and talk to each other. We have 46 up here, which is 10. This is the completion of a cycle. This is allowing you to open up to something new, to actually bear fruit on what it is that you want in your life. So if you're really looking for love and you want solid love in your life, give yourself ample and sufficient time to let that come through. We have heartbroken that flew out here. Deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving and despair, and a breakup. So this is what they're trying to keep you from, right? Is more heartbreak. They're trying to help you find balance in a situation that maybe hasn't been balanced. And only you're going to know what patterns you show up in when you begin to observe your own actions. Instead of being so emotionally connected to the other person, start observing how you're showing up in the situation. Are you attracted to this person? That's great. But if you're attracted to this person, how is it making you show up? Are you ignoring red flags? Or are you, in the place of word vomit and oversharing? Or are you allowing yourself space and time to be who you are? We don't need to meet someone one day and be talking to them 24/7 all of a sudden. It's okay to go a day or two without talking to them, or it's okay if you talk every day, but maybe not all day, right? Like there's just space here. It needs to be space for something to unfold is what it feels like. Wow, this just flew out. We have passion, insane chemistry, sparks, and having fun, equal interest, and burning desire. To build the passion here is something that's so vital. We really mistake lust for passion, and lust is just lusting after someone. As soon as you fulfill that lust by the physical intimacy, it's gone. But passion is something deeper, right? Passion is something that builds over time, and it remains over time. And you actually want to go out of your way to continue to hold that passion, right? You want to go out of your way to continue getting to know someone and seeing what their likes are, what their interests are, right? Yeah, talking, interested, awaiting messages, text, calls, and email, and talking more. So they want you to talk here with someone. There is going to be someone that's coming in to talk, but it's really, they just want you to focus on the talking. With this being at the heart of your reading here today, they're just saying really focus on the talking. You've gone from this place of heartbreak. You've definitely transformed it. We want to come into this place with a sense of security and deep self-worth, and know that you're very confident about who you are, and that you're lighting the flame of passion here. But it actually comes from taking things slow, like taking a step back and knowing that I'm worthy of taking time to find love. and I'm worthy of allowing space so that my love can find me. We have wedding rings on the bottom with union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, and devotion. And this is what causes this. Taking time is what brings everlasting marriages. You know, we have a lot of the rate of divorce is very high, and the rate of divorce is very high because people don't allow themselves sufficient time to really truly understand who it is that they're with. And now, is that going to eliminate divorce altogether? Maybe not. Maybe not, but it would definitely eliminate a lot of the percentage of it if we just actually took space and time to get to know one another instead of rushing in or feeling like we need to rush in because there's something wrong with us, that we don't have a relationship or we don't have a love in our lives. You know, that's definitely something that is a misconception. It's an illusion. And love is something that takes time to develop, which is why it's imperative that you start to fall in love with yourself first, so that you can understand, wow, love is not something that happens overnight. It really does take effort. It takes time, and it takes showing up. So when you do begin to settle into a connection with someone, you're actually willing to put forth that effort with them. Okay, so if you feel like this is your reading, leave that little talking emoji, the emoji that's speaking out, and say, I allow space for me to create the love in my life so that my love can find me. And it would mean so much to me if this resonated with you, if you were to leave a thumbs up, comment on the channel, or to subscribe below. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all the links necessary in the description box in order to do so. You can email me for a personal reading. You can follow me on over to my podcast on Spotify at Scatter Love Radio. You can even join as a member, and I would love to see you on memberships, but if not, it means so much to me for you to support me here, and I thank you for that. And I am going to go ahead and leave this here and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this amazing message. And until next time, stay human. Bye.